What's good? Welcome to First String Podcast. On today's episode of First String Podcast, we will talk about Terry McLaurin's contract. Al just sent in a text into the group chat that I just can't wait to dive into. Trev from Ref the District was supposed to be here. He had a last minute thing happen, so he had to push back on us, and we'll get him on another time. But we'll talk about the NBA Finals, Game 1, as well as the NHL Finals, Game 2. Both games going to overtime. So I hope y'all ready. Y'all know what time it is. Let's go.
It's wartime, baby. This what you signed up for. This what we worked hard for. You for. Y'all the first string. Y'all gotta go set the tone now. Hey, let's go. Lace them up. It's the First String Podcast Show. Hey, let's go. They spitting facts on the First String Podcast Show. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Hey, let's go. Cause it's time for the First String Podcast Show. Hey, let's go. Lace them up. It's the First String Podcast Show. Hey, let's go. They spitting facts on the First String Podcast Show. Imagine talking sports, having fun with the fam. At a starting lineup, First String is what you have. An entertaining stream with the Pro Bowl cast. When the viewers chime in, they gon' answer what you ask. Representing for the Queens, yeah, we got Lady A. A super knowledgeable woman who can break down any play. Said from the South, so he read GA. The Falcons, the Bulldogs, the whole Peach State. Drunk Uncle Al, only way you can describe him. Every time he crack the mic, you know he gon' be wildin'. Last but not least, it's my man Toothpick. Commanders is a squad and he the captain of the ship. So if you feel the vibe, go ahead and tune in. Like, subscribe, recommend to a friend. Nah, for real, like, subscribe, and recommend this to a friend. Hey, let's go. Cause it's time for the First String Podcast Show.
Welcome back to First String Podcast. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to First String Podcast. Hit the bell to enable alerts for new content just like this. And the most important part is that you tell a friend to tell a friend about First String Podcast. That's how we continue the show. That's how we grow. I am your host, Toothpick. And right now, it's time for me to bring in my right-hand man, that dude that keeps everything running what y'all don't really know about. Say it. What's good, man? How are you?
What's good, my brother?
Hey, it's me and you again on a Saturday. You know, this is right. Lady A is out, still not feeling well. Al is handling some graduation business right now, but he did drop something in the chat, said, and I gotta address it right away. I told him, I said, I hope you watch. And he says, I'm actually driving right now. But he said, finally, a realistic prediction that I can get behind. So I had to see what he was talking about. So I went right onto Instagram, right? And here it goes. Chat GPT predicts the Dallas Cowboys 2025 season. First off, let's talk about who predicted this. Chat GPT. Okay. So here's what they said. The Dallas Cowboys finished with an 11-6 record, second in the NFC East. Here are their losses too. They have 6 losses, right? They have a loss to Philly, Kansas City, Detroit, Minnesota, the Los Angeles Chargers, and the Washington Commanders. That's their 6 losses. Dak Prescott passes for 4,950 yards, 43 touchdowns, 6 INTs, 70.3% completion, 340 yards rushing, and 5 rushing TDs. It don't have Dak Prescott's injury nowhere in there, but it should be in there somewhere because we know he hasn't completed a full season in a minute. All right, it has CeeDee Lamb with 92 catches for 1,149 yards, 8 touchdowns. George Pickens, your guy from Georgia, so I know you're going to be hyped about this one. 70 catches, 1,082 yards, 4 touchdowns. Not so much on the touchdown side, right? If that's only 12 touchdowns, so where are the rest of Dak Prescott's 43 touchdowns coming from?
I guess the tight ends and the running back.
Man, they're going to have a ton, ain't they?
Yeah. And then their tight ends is just okay.
Okay.
I think. Yeah, I've always been a George Pickens fan. I'm just going to say that. His
Right.
game against Baylor in college. You know, all jokes aside, this is when Baylor had one of the best defenses in the nation. And their head coach said, "We don't care who he is. We're gonna play him, man. We're gonna play him one-on-one." This is what Baylor defense. This is the Baylor head coach Baylor had the best defense in the nation that year.
Yeah.
He lit them up in the first half. They doubled him from the third quarter on.
And you're supposed to if you get lit up in the first half.
Right.
So
but
here,
that was one of his best games ever.
Here's how they the rest of this, the NFC standings, they got Philly at 13-4. Remember I said I got the Commanders winning 13 games. I think it's going to take 13 games to win this division. They got the Philadelphia Eagles at 13-4, the Dallas Cowboys at 11-6, Washington at 10-7, and the Giants at 4-13. So it looks to me like you get 3 teams out of the East. The prediction is a narrow wild card exit to a top seed in the NFC East, Detroit or Minnesota. I'm sorry, in the NFC, Detroit or Minnesota. So that's the way it looks like. Detroit or Minnesota. It says an exit, right? So once again, the Cowboys make it into January, and then they're at home, gone fishing, gone to Cancun, maybe in Jamaica, maybe the Maltese Islands. They somewhere else other than playing football.
Cabo.
They hit Cabo.
Cabo's a good one.
Cabo is a good one. Cabo's a good one. All right, let's say what's up to everybody in the chat, man. We got DC Block in here. What's good, DC Block? He's in there. He's in first in the building for real. What's good, fam? Because Cuzzo's in the building, of course. So I think he's laughing at this Cowboy prediction that we was talking about right now. Chat GPT doing their thing. Racer X is in the building, of course. Right? Racer X is in the building. Dump truck Don. He just hit it on the head. He's Dallas going to suck. Stop buying it.
The horse or dog?
That's a donkey.
Okay, horse.
Yeah. I listen. I just had to say, man. I just had to. I told Al I was going to talk about it right away. I said I'm on this one, Al. I said I'm on it. All right. So once again, like I told you guys, Trev from Ref the District was supposed to be with us. He had something happen, so he's not going to be with us today. So this is about to be, what's up, Banker 75? This is going to be one of those OG classics. So I hope you're here right now because we got 2 topics that we're talking about, and these topics can go for a while. Actually, we got 3. These topics can go for a while. Why don't we just start it off with the NBA? All right. Okay. I told you, I said, hey, game 1 is on. And right now it looks like OKC is just blowing the doors off of them. Right? I jumped in the chat. Talked to Al. Al, you watching this game, lady? Hey, y'all watching this game? I was like, yeah, watching. Of course. Why would I not be? Right. And the more and more this game went, the less and less easy I felt about it because we said that I could buy Indiana winning this whole series, but I've got to go with OKC. I'm still with OKC. That was my prediction. I'm gonna ride with them, but they let one get away. I mean, as it got down to the fourth quarter, you just saw this lead just keep getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Right. And then what the Halliburton happened at the end said.
The boys kept fighting back, man. Them Pacers slowly but surely, they inched in there slowly but surely. Because I was like, man, because I mean, at one point it was almost double digits. I was like, it's almost double digits. What quarter is it?
For sure.
Hey, but you know, we picked the Pacers. They proved us right.
You picked the Pacers, right?
Yeah.
Well, on this first game, when I saw the line, it had OKC plus 9.5. That's a 10-point win right there. I said, hold on, wait. This looks like it's right for the taking. So I know Vegas got a lot of money on Indiana for game 1. And shout out to everybody that put that paper down for game 1 on Indiana. The money line or plus the 9.5, whichever way you got it, congratulations to you. Because it was there for the taking. So, you know, Indiana steals game 1. They had 5 people in double, was it 5 or 4? I'm sorry. I gotta go back and look at my notes. But the amount of people that they had in double digits was just ridiculous. You cannot expect to win when your defense is supposed to be that good that you let this many people from the opposing team get into double figures. Now, let me explain what I'm saying. Halliburton didn't go off as he normally would have. He didn't have a 20-point, 40-point game. He didn't have to because Pascal Siakam did, Naismith did. These guys went bananas, right? And the fact that OKC only had like 3 people in double figures.
Yep.
Who played the better defense here? I mean, OKC has defenders that will probably pop out on all NBA defensive teams, but it was the Pacers that kept chipping away. They didn't get the points off the turnovers like they normally did or normally do. But whoa! What'd you see, Sad? What did you see?
Defense. It's like they got into the fourth quarter and the defense started swarming as they're supposed to be. They started doing some traps, getting the ball out of hands early and making people uncomfortable, shooting the ball. I think a few times where they had a guy, OKC had a guy standing there wide open, and the Pacers was flying at him. He pump faked, but then he stepped inside the 3-point line to shoot that shot. And when he did, he missed it. And nobody was there rebounding, but all it was just Pacers there rebounding.
Yeah. So
then they had to, they were out of running at that point. So they had to do what they got to do.
They are a scrappy team. The Indiana Pacers are a very scrappy team. The whole goal is to win one on the road, right? Win one on the road, still home field advantage, right? So now OKC has to come out and be super aggressive in game 2 on Sunday. But before we get there, let me go here with Banger. He says people are debating that Halliburton is not a superstar. What do y'all think about that? I think that Halliburton, if you go back, I think we put up a picture of the Olympic team, right? During the Olympics this year, we put up a picture. I'm not sure if we still have it, but we put up a picture of the Olympic team, and we was like, look at this team, look at this squad, right? And you look and saw who was on that team from top to bottom. The thing about it is Halliburton was on that team, and he got to see how Steph works. He got to see how LeBron works. He got to see these people work and realize, yeah, I may not be getting the time. I may be getting the Christian Laettner effect from when he was on that dream team, right? I'm just sitting at the end of the bench, but guess what I'm doing? I'm soaking in these men working, these superstars working, and I can pass that on to the next people. But for now, he's the one in the final, right? He's in the final. So I think that he is a legit superstar. I think that people just don't respect him. And sometimes you got to go out and make people respect you, Banger, right? That's what you got to do. Some of these people, we didn't know who they were until they went bananas. Like, you know what I mean? Like, who was really following Stefan? I'm sorry. Who was following Steph Curry in high school? Nobody.
No one was.
Nobody, right? Nobody. But when he got to Davidson and started going bananas and putting up the numbers he put up, everybody started following him then, right?
Yeah.
Nobody knew who he was at first. He's just Curry's kid.
Yeah.
He had to put some respect on his name. So I think that's what Tariq Halliburton is doing right now. I think he is putting some respect on his name and making people understand that he got game all the way around. It's not just the shooting game. I think he has an all-around game. Look at the triple doubles that the dude puts up, man. So it's ridiculous.
But they also don't underestimate him because this is not the first game-winning shot he's made during the playoffs. There's another game where he's taking the last shot at the end of the game and it's going in. That's a clutch gene. Not everybody has that gene. Not everybody's able to pull up and drop that ball into the cup at the end of the game and win the game. It just doesn't happen. It doesn't happen consistently. They may do it once or twice. Like Jordan was doing it consistently. He was putting daggers in everybody's heart. But he had the gene to do that. And Halliburton has done it in a couple games so far. They get the ball in the game. He's put it in the cup.
Well, this year he has I think, caught LeBron James in a number of game-winning shots, I believe. He's in some good company when it comes to end-of-game scenarios. Right here, Cuzzo says, I don't know what it is, but Indiana seems to brings the best out in the playoffs. Reggie Miller, Paul George, and now Halliburton. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. I mean, Reggie Miller's problem was he ran into Michael Jordan. At some point in time, you was running into 23. And a lot of people don't have rings because they ran into Michael Jordan. Paul George, I just don't know what it is about Paul George. And I mean, he was a certified baller in Indiana. Yeah. He got hurt, of course, and I don't think his career has been the same since. And we'll see what happens with Halliburton. It's an Adam Vinatieri thing.
Yeah, Vinatieri was Mr. Consistent for a period of time.
He absolutely was. He absolutely was. That man had more rings than Tom Brady. He got more rings than Tom Brady, so he could really be the GOAT. I mean, but he's a kicker, so you can't be the GOAT when you're a kicker. Cannot be the GOAT when you're a kicker. Okay, so Sid, let's look at game 2, man. I didn't put the line up, but I'm gonna go ahead and look at this line real fast.
Okay.
And let's see what we got for game 2 tomorrow. Let's see what this line looks like.
It's gonna be interesting to see how tight the line is now that the Pacers have come in and won one game at home. Are they looking? I'm sorry. Is Vegas looking for a blowout tonight? I mean tomorrow, or are they looking for another tight game? It's gonna be interesting to see. I know they lost some money.
Oh, you best believe they did, because like I said from the beginning, a lot of people started hammering the Pacers as soon as the line was put up for the first one. Okay, Sid, here's the line. Whoa. Am I seeing this right? All right. We got Indiana at plus 11 at minus 110. OKC minus 11 at minus 110 at one of our favorite sports books. You know, you always shop around. You can find a 10.5 at minus 105. You get Indiana is plus 10.5 at minus 105. Of course, you want to take more points if you can go that way. Yeah, let's go here. Let's see what this sports book is saying. They really like the Pacers in this one. Well, no, I'm sorry. OKC. They really like OKC. I can see why. It's a bounce back game, right? It's a bounce back game. Say it. I didn't pull up the over unders or whatever. I didn't pull those up just because I was just looking at it real quick. 11 or 10.5. Say it.
Blowout.
Yeah, which way you going, Say it? What you doing?
They're looking for a blowout. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I really, really don't. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think 10. You know what? I take that back. It might be a blowout. I think this game might be a blowout. Not saying the Pacers are going to go back and sit back and say, okay, we did win one. They're still going to try to win this game. But I think OKC is going to be – they're going to be so hyped up, so ready to go. Unless – oh, man. I still think 11 is a lot. You know, I probably would still take the Pacers with that plus 11 for the win.
I got you.
I think it's going to be closer than that. I really do think it's going to be closer than that. If I'm wrong, because they were getting blown out. They were being blown out in the third quarter now. So I can't take that away.
I got you. Hold on. I got the full line for you right now. Okay. All right. So we got Indiana, the Pacers at plus 11 at minus 110. Their money line is plus 430. Plus 430. The Thunder are minus 11 at minus 110. They're minus 600 on the money line. The over-under set at 228.5, 115 for the over, 105 for the under, right? 105 for the under. So plus 430 on the money line. I wish I'd have had that known this last week. I would have took and put something on that money line for Indy. But which way you leaning, Ed? Which way you leaning?
I'm still going to Pacers. I think plus 11 is too much. I think they can keep it on 11. And okay, for those who are listening, with plus 11 doesn't mean the Pacers are going to win. It means they're going to make it a tight game and cover the plus 11, which makes the Pacers a win for those people placing bets. That's what I mean. I think the Pacers may lose this game, but I think it's going to be closer than plus 11.
I got you. Say it. Well, listen, I'm going to tell you like this. You know, I like to make money. I love to make money. Only thing that I'm going to turn down is my collar. I'm not turning down a check, right? However, said, OKC has to respond to this. And they did have a lineup change. And I think they go back to putting their big men on the floor. I think they do respond. Minus 600, I can't do that, but I do want to say give me the over 228.5. So that's how I would go with this. That's at minus 105. So give me the 228 over. Give me the over in game 2, but I do like the Oklahoma City Thunder to win this game. But like you said, I think it's going to be closer than that 11.
Right.
So I like that over. I like that over. So yeah. What was that? I missed that one. Oh, okay. You see Corey? Did you see Corey? Corey, he sent us some pictures of Zay watching us right now. His son got us up with his iPad. So it's like, oh, I gotta check in with my boys on First Street Podcast. Corey, don't let him gamble. Don't let him place his first bet yet. He can't place his first bet yet.
Yes.
What's good, Hawk TV? What's good, man? How are you?
What's going on, Zay?
He said, I'll say this. This is going to be 6 or 7 games. I hope it's 7 games. Let's go 7, the full series. Let's go 7. It's going to be a full 7-game series for selfish purposes of let's get closer to football season. That's what I want to do. I want to get as close to football season as possible. Okay, said the NHL hockey. The series is tied 1-1. The Florida Panthers tied it up last night in overtime, a second overtime where it was a fight. It was a fight, but they come out of Edmonton and they travel back down to Florida now with a 1-1 tie. Right, the first game we all know went into overtime, and the Edmonton Oilers went ahead and sealed that one really fast on a power play. This one here, it was a little scrappier. A lot of goals in the first half, in the first period. I believe it was 4 goals in the first period, and it slowed the goal scoring down a little bit in the second and the third. With about 17 seconds left, the Edmonton Oilers pulled their goalie, and they get a goal with the extra man on the ice to send it into overtime. First overtime, both teams missed some scoring chances, a couple of breakaways and things like that, but in that final overtime, which these guys' legs got to be worried now because hockey players go all out for about a minute and a half. And so you done played like 5 periods, right? They send everybody home, sad and depressed up in Canada. But this is actually turning out to be a really good series. These two teams played again. They played last year, so this is the rematch of it. I really want to see this one go 7 as well because it gives us another sport other than baseball. But playoff hockey is just different. It keeps you on the edge of your seat the whole time because, man, these guys do some good things on the ice, but that puck, it's like taking the wings off of a fly. That thing moves. That thing moves, man. And these goalies' hand-eye coordination is ridiculous. So I really do want to see these guys do a little bit more. You muted.
Oh no, there I go. Man, I'm a Vegas fan, man. I'm sorry. It's hard for me to get into this one here because it's not Vegas. And plus, I'm a Gator hater. And it's the Florida. I know it's the Florida Panthers. They still Florida. So, we don't want Florida to win nothing. Not baseball, not football, not tennis, not lacrosse, not kickball. We don't want them to win nothing. Hey, I'm a Jordan fan.
Okay, got it. Okay, so said is really into Vegas. We got game 3 said. Do you want the odds on game 3?
Sure.
All right, let's get it. Let me get it. Come on. Let's go back in time. Hold on. Where did it go? Sorry. Oh, I passed it. That's what it was. Okay, here we go. Edmonton is plus 1.5 at minus 205. This is what I love about hockey. You can reverse that puck line. Their money line is plus 118. The Florida Panthers are minus 1.5 at plus 170. Their money line is minus 140. The total number of goals is 6.5 at 105 for the over, 115 for the under. 115 for the under. All right, 105 for the over, 115 for the under. Okay, said it's not Vegas. Which way you going?
I'm still going Edmonton, man. I'm gonna be a hater forever.
You going with Edmonton? How? Yep. Money line, puck line. What are you doing?
Going to puck line.
Puck line at minus 205.
Yeah.
So you taking the 1.5 goals at minus 1. Listen, okay. I think Florida found something in that second and third period up in Edmonton. Now we just got to see if they get the final line change as well. We got to see if that works down here. If it works, what they found in Edmonton, I like them. I like the plus 170, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to reverse the puck line. I'm going to reverse the puck line and make them the dog, right? So that would give me Florida at plus 105 at plus 170.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, I will get it that way, and I'll take Florida plus the 1.5 at plus 170. I love how you can bet hockey. It's fun. It's fun. It does some things that you can't do in football. Okay, for reasons, playoff hockey is becoming more interesting. What do y'all feel the reason is? I know mine is due to the Caps winning it all a few years back. For me, it's just been actually on that journey with the Caps. That's when I started to realize that playoff hockey is way different than regular season hockey because you are locked into these series, and the coaches and the players, they get locked into these matchups, and it gets a lot more physical and a lot more intense. And it's just different. It's like you see these guys out here going as hard as they can for their shifts. So that's why playoff hockey is different for me. And the game is already fast, and I think it even gets faster in the playoffs. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, it does. I mean, it absolutely does. I mean, I'm a Vegas fan, and watching them guys play and how fast they were moving, and getting to the goal, it's crazy. I mean, absolutely crazy. They start passing the ball, they put back and forth, and then, smashing the dash into the boards. And then, somebody taking a shot. That's all they do is cross the line. They got cameras everywhere, so they can see what's going across. Oh, how you doing the whole TV? We ain't seen in a while.
Yeah. Al, no, you're just in time. I was just about to bring this up, okay? He says, I hope I missed the Terry, just a number one wide receiver McLaurin contract talks. You absolutely didn't. And first off, let me put this out here. I'm gonna let the audience know how Al really feels. Al sent another group text, right? And he says, tell this bum to go out and do it for another year. He doesn't deserve top-tier wide receiver money after one breakout season. He's not even proven to be elite yet. Just a good number one for one season only. Al, I hope that this chat gives you the business right now. All right. First off, just in case you don't know, Terry McLaurin has done it with multiple quarterbacks. Multiple quarterbacks here, son. I'm a son you right now. So the fact that you say he's not elite, I'm gonna tell you what your guy CeeDee Lamb told me. He said in a conversation that he had with me about, I said, CD, don't sign a contract, go up to Washington, play with Terry. And he said, no. I'm gonna try to get Terry to come down here with me because that dude is a dog. That's not my words. That's CeeDee Lamb's words. That's CeeDee Lamb's words. Your number one wide receiver said he wants Terry and Dallas to play with him because he's a dog. Now that's player to player talking about another player there, son. So if CeeDee Lamb realizes that he's a dog, why don't you? I'm just saying, Al. I think he has a total list of like 8 different quarterbacks that he's done this with. He just goes out and play. He just goes out and plays. Now he does have a legit quarterback that can do it with his legs and do it with his arm. He's a pocket passer. First off, I'm talking about Jayden now. That has the ability to run. When you have a quarterback like that, it does allow for your wide receivers to go out and have a big season. Now let's not forget about this. And I brought this up on the Kevin Sheehan show on Friday, right? So at the beginning of the season, everybody kept saying, what's wrong with Terry? What's wrong with Terry? Because Jayden wasn't targeting Terry. He was targeting everybody else. And I believe in the first game versus Tampa, he had like 2 catches. In the second game, he had like 6 catches. His yardage was terrible. Terry had to convince Jayden to trust him. And that's what happened in the Cincinnati game. And after that, they took off. They took off as a team. He tied the league. He tied the franchise mark in touchdowns this year. His yardage was off the chain. His peers know what kind of a dog he is. He's been right on the outside of the NFL top 100 players. But he's a person that every team absolutely game plans for. Said, I'm going to turn this over to you right now. Atlanta, did they not have to game plan for Terry? Did they not have a plan for Terry? You're muted. You got to hit the button.
Yeah, we put Terry in witness protection that game. We sure did. We game plan for him.
How did y'all do? Y'all put 2 people on him? Y'all put 2 people on him?
Hey, not every time we didn't put 2 people on. We put him with the protection. But the thing is, what people must understand, he's played so long without having a quarterback. Jayden Daniels is a quarterback that's been that is better than the ones he's had so far. So this right here is going to give him a chance to become a more productive wide receiver because it has somebody who's going to throw the ball accurately, and somebody he's not going to worry about every game. He's going to keep going when somebody's going to throw him the ball.
Hey, hold on.
He has those things. He has those things in Jayden Daniels. Jayden Daniels can do just that. You know, he can put that ball downfield. Is he ready?
So Al said he's done what? Just catch the ball at a regular level. And then he said the CeeDee Lamb talk is hearsay. It's not admissible. If Droop is here, I don't know if Droop is in the chat, but Droop will absolutely tell you that I had CeeDee Lamb. I was talking to CeeDee Lamb, FaceTimed him, passed him the phone, let him talk to him for a little bit. He was there, heard the conversation that me and CD had. So it's not hearsay. There was another Cowboys fan absolutely there in the conversation talking about it. And Droopy was slobbering all over himself, talking about, yeah, if we get Terry and we got CeeDee Lamb, oh, man, we ain't going to be stopped. Well, you will be stopped because your quarterback's name is Dak Prescott. That's the stopper. So Al, CeeDee Lamb is elite, is what Cuzzo's saying here. He says, so Al, CeeDee Lamb is elite? If yes, then how can you say Terry's not elite? So him and Cuzzo going back and forth right now. Just as productive, CeeDee Lamb. I need to hear from CeeDee Lamb directly. It's hearsay. All right, Al, I got you. I'll make it happen. He was in witness protection. He's still in witness protection. AJ erased him from the game plan. No, man, they doubled the crap out of him. But either way, Atlanta
double him every time.
Atlanta still took an L.
I give him credit, Pig. We didn't double him every time.
Man, listen. Say go back and watch it. You know they showing them games now.
I watched the game, Pig.
They showing them games now, and
y'all should have took an L in that game too, but we're not gonna get down that street no more. We're gonna blame on the rookie head coach, and we're gonna keep that moving.
He ain't no rookie.
He was not a rookie head coach.
So the real question here is: Does Terry McLaurin deserve an extension? And if so, what do you see that extension being? Um, you have a basis off of the DK Metcalf. You have a baseline off the DK Metcalf contract. DK signed for 34 at 4 years, right? Terry's 3 years older than the DK. So you could slot him below DK, right? Depending on who you think he is. So my question to everyone in the chat is, what would you pay Terry? All right, Corey, I know you're watching, so I need to know. You can text it to me. How many years and what would the money look like for Terry? What would the money look like for Terry? And is this a big deal? Said that he's a little frustrated about the contract. Is it a big deal? Yes or no?
Yes, it's a big deal. This is your star wide receiver. This is the reason why the other wide receivers are being open. They're being open because of what he's doing. He's drawing double teams by other teams' defense, no matter what. Taylor had Terry on the back of the car. What's wrong with it?
He had him on the back of a milk cart doing the game.
Yeah, I think it is. This is a time they're going to have to do what's right by this guy. You know, he's done his job. He's been the leading wide receiver for this team for years without having a good quarterback. So, I mean, this second year, Jaden's second year is going to be a very proven year for both of them, for the quarterback as well as wide receiver.
I'm going to take that a little bit further. He hasn't had a solid number 2 wide receiver. He hasn't had a speedster or burner that consistently, draws attention away from him. Mm-hmm. We thought that was supposed to be De'Ami Brown, but that was one of the reasons why I was so down on De'Ami Brown's, because you hadn't done anything, but everybody's talking about this great speed you have. Right? Yep. I mean, it finally started to show up, right, towards the end of the season when playoff De'Ami was awesome, right? Playoff De'Ami was amazing. He made some big catches, some contested catches, some catches with hands in his face and things like that, but he has not had a number 2. Al, if you could tell me who his number 2 wide receiver was that was a threat, that if we leave Terry one-on-one, this other guy's going to burn us, or if we double Terry, this other guy's going to burn us. Don't worry, I'll wait for you to type it because you won't find one. So he's done this without a quarterback until last year when he had Jaden. He's done this without a solid number 2 wide receiver, and don't tell me that Debo is a number 2 wide receiver. Debo's not. He's a weapon. He's an athlete. So everybody's yelling for Christian McCaffrey, but you can't force people on the field that aren't ready. So I think that this number for Terry has to be maybe 34.5 for 3 years, 33.5, but it has to start with a 3. Without a doubt. It has to start at 30 million plus to make this right. So 3 years with a 4th-year option for the team and some kind of signing bonuses that's going to make it just a little higher than DK Metcalf. I do believe he's above DK Metcalf, not below him. I think the Cheetah's last contract, I think he's at 38. What is his contract at said? While you look for that, I'm still waiting for Al to type in one of Terry's solid number 2 wide receivers. Elite wide receivers, Al. I did have this conversation as well. Elite wide receivers right now, you got Justin Jefferson, you got Jamar Chase. I'm going to say A.J. Brown because that's just a big body, a grown man that plays basketball on a football field. Your guy, Puka Nacua, out in L.A., another legit wide receiver. I mean, I can't even. I'm all right. I'm gonna say it. CeeDee Lamb is one. CeeDee Lamb is a legit number 1 because the rest of that wide receiver core is garbage. He does need help as well. I'm not asking about CD Lamb. I'm asking you about who's Terry's number 2. I'm not asking them to answer the question. You can't. So, who's been CD Lamb's number 2? We're not talking about CD right now. We talk about Terry.
Oh, where it go?
What's that?
Metcalf has 4 years, 132 million.
32 million. Okay.
Right. 33 million a year, 60 million guaranteed. 60 million guaranteed. And then after that is Amon St. Brown.
Amon St. Brown. What is his at?
His is 4 years, 120. 30 million average and 34 million guaranteed.
I still say it starts with a 3. I don't think he goes below Amon St. Brown. Now, I'm not saying that they're the same wide receiver. I'm not doing that by no stretch of the means of the imagination. Amon St. Brown is a dog as well. He makes that Detroit wide receiver group go the same as Terry, but I do believe he comes in above DK Metcalf at 32. Right, that was at 32.
Yeah.
So I think you take the years down. You take it down to 3 with a team option for number 4.
Excuse me. I'm trying to pull it up right quick. I just seen his name.
Justin Jefferson has Addison. Jamar Chase has a number 2 on his side that they just gave both. They just paid both of those wide receivers this year. Why is his name escaping me right now? Somebody help me out in the chat. So they paid Chase and T. Higgins. T. Higgins, that's who it is. Hill. Tariq Hill, who's his J.J. Waddle. I mean, he has Waddle as his number 2. CeeDee Lamb, I don't care. Y'all have all these speedsters. Y'all had Michael Gallup as his number 2. Michael Gallup got hurt now. He's trying to prove himself in Washington. So he had a solid number 2 wide receiver as well. So come on, Al. Now, again, tell me who Terry's number 2 is. We need to pay Terry ASAP. This is from Banger. We need to pay Terry ASAP now that he has a good QB. His numbers will improve. Absolutely. He said, "You lucky they called me for this table too big." Hey, go have a great dinner, Al. Go have a great dinner. You need to have as many of those good ones as possible because Thanksgiving, y'all got KC, and on Christmas, y'all got the Commanders. That's 2 L's on the holidays that you are not going to be happy.
That's an upset stomach all the way around.
Okay, he says that you could really say that Terry was drafted to help Haskins, RIP, right? He's always been that loner wide receiver. He's been most consistent, the most consistent. Jahan Dotson was supposed to be his number 2. He should get Metcalf and Higgins money. Oh, finally, Al, some common sense. I appreciate it. Have a good meal, bro. Have a good meal, Higgins.
He's such a hater.
He is, but those numbers do start with a 3. 30 million from off the rip. So, hey, listen, that was a fun little exercise right there. I think that's about it, right? Because we were supposed to get Trev's prediction for the Commanders, which we'll get at a different date. Right. So let me tell you about what we have coming up on Tuesday. All right, we got to keep Terry. My man said we got to keep Terry. He's the number 1 receiver, not a number 2. He has been a locker room leader, and he's the team's first guy. 30 million plus. He says pay him 30 million plus. I got you. I'm with you. Just that, I'll put a T-bone steak on me. All right. Put that T-bone steak on Cuzzo, Al. our show on Tuesday, we have Seawall joining us on Tuesday, right? And just in case you guys are thinking about traveling, we have Chuck, who does promotions, parties, and all that for the Washington Commanders road games and things like that. He's going to be on with us. Plus, I got to tell y'all something. There are a couple of takeover spots that he's going to tell you guys about that will involve some authentic DC music. So I'm going to let Chuck tell y'all all about it. He's going to tell you about the packages that he has. I believe his packages include airfare, room, travel to and from the game. Plus, they have some amazing parties before the game. You'll get all of that information, plus the latest with the Washington Commanders. I'm sorry, from the Washington Command about the Washington Commanders from Seawall. And we will recap what happened in Game 2 of the NBA and Game 3 of the NHL. So we got a full show for you guys on Tuesday. Make sure you check in with us and get the latest news and notes from our girl Candy Seawall. Ed, you ready?
Yeah, we got some stuff coming up for y'all at the same time. I gotta get my leaking oil back on point.
Yeah.
So that we can get the people locked in. I got a few props left.
Hey, yeah. It's been some people leaking oil. Oh, and we will update the Knicks head coaching search. Plus, I kept this little ditty for Tuesday. Notice we haven't talked any Aaron Rodgers, right? Oh, yeah. I really want Al on here to find out what his quarterback of his old team, his trade team, back to the Cowboys. I wanted to find out how he feels about that. So that's on tap for Tuesday, too. We're going to get Al's take on Aaron Rodgers landing in Pittsburgh, signing a one-year deal.
$13 million.
Hey, whatever it takes to destroy the Pittsburgh Steelers from the inside out. I'm just saying. Baltimore Ravens fans were very happy.
Just giddy.
Hey, first off, did he know where he signed? Did he realize that Myles Garrett is in that division? He has to face him twice a year? Like, this dude wake up sacking people. I mean, does he not know about Baltimore's pass rush?
Yeah.
I mean, Cincinnati? Has he heard of Hendrickson? He better hope that he's not there. I mean, that's 6. What is that? 9 games out of an 18-game season that you're going to be running for your life? Oh, okay. Good luck.
You got that right.
Good luck. It should start with a 3 and end with a 0. Oh, Al, you still going? Al said it should start with a 3 and end with a 0. And no more than that. Al, you such a hater. You are such a hater. I'll end it with this. Take back on Tuesday. Gotta go. All right. And then Cuzzo said on that, I'll say Terry's a top 15 wide receiver, definitely worth $30 million.
I agree.
We already know it's gonna be $30 million, but it's gonna be $30 plus million. Terry about to have some kids. He got to make sure they get to college. He just got married, man. You know, after marriage comes the baby. All right, Sid, did we cover it all?
Everything.
All right. Shouts out to my son, United States Air Force, First String Podcast, second to none. Come get some. Tell him, Sid.
Good dogs.
Raise hell.
It's wartime, baby. This what you signed up for. This what we worked hard for. You for. Y'all the first string. Y'all gotta go set the tone now. Hey, let's go. Lace them up. It's the First String Podcast show. Hey, let's go. They spitting facts on the First String Podcast show. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Hey, let's go. 'Cause it's time for the First String Podcast show. Hey, let's go. Lace them up. It's the First String Podcast show. Hey, crowd him every time he crack the mic. You know he gon' be wildin'. Last but not least, it's my man Toothpick. Commanders is a squad and he the captain of the ship. So if you feel the vibe, go ahead and tune in.